Hey there, Josiah. I have another alphabet book to read to you. This one is called Fenton and the Magic Bag. If you look in the front here at all the animals, Fenton the frog is right here. Fenton the fearful frog. Let's see what his story is. Fenton the fearful frog was getting ready to go to the Fall Fun Festival with his alphabet friends. Before I leave home, I better make sure I have everything I need, just in case, said Fenton. Let's see. I have bandages in case I fall and hurt my ankle. I have iodine in case I scrape my knee. I have a sweater in case it gets too cold and a fan in case it gets too hot. I need a map in case I get lost and snacks in case I get hungry. Here's my umbrella in case it rains and my sunglasses in case it's too sunny. Fenton stuffed everything into his bag. Then he added a hot water bottle, 5 hankies, a sewing kit, a flashlight, earmuffs, safety pins, forks, spoons, a fly swatter, and a small fire extinguisher. Look at all of Fenton's stuff down here. He's prepared for everything. See, here's a sign that says Fall Fun Festival. Fernando, foot race, 4 o'clock. Soon the Alphapets came to pick up Fenton. Tina, the truthful tiger, he's right here, looked at Fenton's bulging bag. If you have to carry all that, you won't be able to run and jump and play, she said. How will you enjoy the snake slide, the bumper cars, and the rocket roller coaster? Asked Xavier, the exploring Xenops. I think that's this little guy down here. Of course, added Ollie, the obedient ostrich. And the main event will be a fantastic free-for-all foot race. Oh no, cried Fenton, and he started to shiver and shake. I'll never be able to do all that. You'd better go without me. Oh, Fenton, said Wendy the wise woodchuck, she's right here. Anything we can do, you can do too. Trust yourself and stop worrying. You'll have a wonderful time. Especially if you follow all the rules, said Ollie. The Alphapets took Fenton by the hand, and together they walked to the fairground. The fall festival looked just like a fantastic fairyland. There were flags flying, flowers blooming, all kinds of rides and floats, and a giant food pavilion. Look at all those tents. Let's get in line for the snake slide, cried Xavier. Fenton looked up towards the top of the slide. Oh, he whispered, that slide is so high, I don't think I'll be able to climb those steep steps. I know I won't like it, and maybe it's not safe. It's safe if you follow all the safety instructions, said Ollie. See, the sign shows that you're just the right size for the ride. But Fenton stepped out of the line and watched as the others took turns sliding down. See, here's the sign, and Fenton is plenty tall enough. Says you must be this tall to ride the slide. But he's too scared, so the others rode down without him. The next ride was the rocket roller coaster, but Fenton didn't go on that either. I'm afraid of fast rides, said Fenton. I might get sick or dizzy. And when they went to ride the bumper cars, Fenton said, I'm afraid I won't know how to steer. What if I have an accident and fall out? He's just scared of everything. What a fearful frog. If you don't like rides, said Tina, let's go to the batting box. You'll get a prize if you hit the ball. Not me, said Fenton. I'm not a good batter. And what if I miss the ball and it hits me? Then let's go boating, said Ollie. I'm not strong enough to row, answered Fenton. And what if the boat tips and I fall in the water? Okay, then let's sign up for the free-for-all foot race, suggested Xavier. It starts at 4 o'clock and it's sure to be lots of fun. But what if I trip and fall and scrape my knee? Fenton asked. He can't have any fun because he's so scared. I have an idea, Wendy said. Let's go see Fernando the fabulous fortune teller. He can tell the future and he does fantastic magic tricks. I guess I could go with you, said Fenton. I hope it isn't too dark in there. They went into Fernando's booth. Welcome, welcome, my friend, said Fernando, standing behind his camera. I must take the picture. To study the faces, he said. Say cheese, please. Fernando snapped the camera and disappeared behind a velvet curtain. Wait here, please. When Fernando called them, the Alphapets followed him behind the curtain. Aha, said Fernando, looking into a big crystal ball. I see that someone in this room is carrying a very heavy burden. That must be Fenton, said Tina. He's carrying a big bag in case something goes wrong. His burden is greater than his bag, said Fernando. His burden is fear and lack of confidence. But the great Fernando will fix that. Fernando pointed his finger at Fenton. Today is your lucky day, my fine friend, he said, twirling his mustache. He pulled out a small felt pouch and gave it to Fenton. What's this? Asked Fenton. This little bag has the powerful magic inside of it, said Fernando. As long as you carry it, you will not be afraid. It has all that you will ever need to succeed. Are you sure? Asked Fenton. Very sure. Trust me and you will see, said Fernando. Please leave your big old bag here, continued Fernando. Go out and enjoy the rides and the games. No harm will come to you. The magic in the bag will protect you. Fernando put a tiny lock on the little bag. We must be sure to keep the magic safe, he said. Come back here when you are ready to go home. We will unlock the bag and we will see for yourself what the magic is. When the Alphapets left Fernando's booth, Fenton followed his friends to the snake slide. He looked up toward the top of the slide. The steps seemed high, but not as high as before. Maybe, just maybe, I can do it, Fenton said to himself. Slowly he climbed up. When he was almost at the top, his foot slipped on one step. But Fenton held on to the handrail and didn't fall. That sure is powerful magic in my bag, thought Fenton as he stood at the top of the slide. Fenton went over to the rocket roller coaster. He sat down in a car next to Xavier. Courage, said Xavier. He put his arm around Fenton's shoulder. When the roller coaster went swooping up, Fenton's stomach felt a little queasy. But he thought of the magic power he was carrying with him, and he sat tight. After a while, he even enjoyed himself. Then Fenton went to the batting box. He took the bat and waited for the ball to come his way. Swish! Fenton missed the first ball. Then crack! Fenton hit the ball and won a prize. It was 4 o'clock, and time for the foot race. All the racers were getting ready. Let's enter the race, called Ollie. I'm not a very good runner, said Fenton, but I'll do my best. As long as I have my magic bag, I know I'll be safe. Fenton got his number and walked over to the starting line. When the whistle blew, he ran and ran and ran as hard as he could. He saw Ziggy the zippy zebra and Ivy the impatient iguana and some other Alphapets pass him by. But he kept on running. Fenton's heart was beating and his legs were getting tired. But he did not give up until he reached the finish line. Hooray! Good for you, Fenton, cried all the racing fans. You made it. You didn't win, but you did your best. I feel terrific, said Fenton. That sure is powerful magic bag, said Fenton. Look at all the things I can do without hurting myself. I think I'm ready for the bumper cars and then the rowboat. Ollie looked at his watch. It's almost 5 o'clock, he said. The fair will be closing soon. We better get back to Fernando's booth so we can unlock the bag and see what the magic is. Fernando was waiting in his booth. We've come to see what's in the magic bag. It must be all-powerful, said Fenton. But it is all-powerful, said Fernando. You can always depend on it. Fernando gave a little golden key to Fenton. You will please unlock the bag now, he said. Everyone watched as Fenton opened the bag. He reached in and pulled out an envelope with a picture inside. Fenton looked at the picture. Here's the picture right here. But I don't understand, cried Fenton. This is just a picture of me. Where is the special magic power? "It is you, Fenton," said Fernando, taking off his disguise. "The secret, all-powerful magic ingredient is you. If you believe in yourself, there is nothing you can't do." "I guess so," said Fenton with a little smile. "I guess so." The Alphapets clapped and hugged their friend. They cried, "Good for you, Fenton. You're not so fearful, Frog." That's the end of the story. But Fernando just had a disguise on. He didn't have any real magic, or he couldn't see the future. He was just pretending. But because Fenton trusted in himself, he was his own magic. All you need is confidence in yourself, and you can do so many things. Now let's look at some F words. What does F say? F says, so we have fence, fan, fork, fish, four, flowers, five, fire extinguisher, flag, flashlight, and Fenton, frog. So look back through the book and see if you can find all of these F words and see if you can find anything else that starts with F. Goodbye, Josiah.